Hi. One of the most challenging assignments for our class is creating a dynamic drop-down menu and a Planet Info page for your PHP assignment using the Solar System database. Not only does this assess your skills with the PHP code, but your creativity with HTML and CSS, and your ability to merge these two technologies together in a web page and consequently a website. I've gotten a lot of questions asking what is meant by a dynamic drop-down menu. Well, a dynamic drop-down menu is much like a dynamic web page or website, and where the information is not just statically listed, static meaning never changing, however the information is created and displayed by information pulled from a database. In our case, the Solar System database, and more specifically, the planets table in the database. An advantage to creating a dynamic drop-down menu is the flexibility it would allow. In this example, I've pulled up my index page. As you can see from the code, I have included the header, a footer, which I've used include statements, and of course the MySQL connect PHP, listing my parameters to talk to my database. Back at the source code, you see I created 3 queries, and you'll see how they relate later. One to the planets table, one to the dwarf table, and another to the asteroid type table. All these 3 queries are running at the same time in order to pull and display this information in a dynamic drop-down menu. Notice the PHP code is echoing out in a list element statement that you'll see here when I preview in Firefox. This information is being pulled from my database, also the dwarf planets. I didn't have one for moons, but I did create one, pulling information from the asteroid type database, and nothing from terms. However, when I scroll down and hover my mouse over, say, Earth, notice in the lower left-hand corner, this link is actually going to go to a page called planetinfo.php and pass what is called a query variable that I created called PID, basically shortcut for planet ID, and it's pulling from the database the planet ID number, which in this case is the number 3. It's dynamically pulling number 4, in this case, which is Mars, all the way down to Neptune, PID equals 8. When the user clicks on any one of these drop-down links, let's say Mars, it passes the URL variable through the URL and pulls this information from the database, and however I have this page designed, puts the information accordingly in the fields I have set. This is sometimes referred to as a master and a detail page. In a moment, I will show you how we can use this to create a dynamic website based on information added into a database, and how this becomes a dynamic drop-down menu.